I've realized something about you, specifically about the way you make requests that are, let's call them ambitious. Some people might say unreasonable, but I've decided I actually enjoy them. And before you accuse me of being dramatic, allow me to explain myself. When you ask me for something impossible, like hold all four kittens at once, or fix this problem I created by ignoring your advice, or my personal favorite, Sylus, can you just make the universe behave? I get to watch your face, that look you get, the one that says you fully expect me to pull it off anyway. It's infuriating, flattering, and oh so addictive. Because your unreasonable requests tell me three things. You trust me far too much. You believe I'm capable of things I absolutely should not be capable of. You think I'll say yes, and you're usually right. And honestly, I like being the one you turn to when you want the impossible. It makes me feel like I'm your first thought, not your last resort. Even if the request is something like Sylus, can you convince Mephisto to stop plotting? Answer, no, no one can. Not even you. So go on. Keep asking me for the unreasonable, the impractical, the mildly chaotic. I'll complain. I'll sigh. I'll pretend I'm suffering. But you and I both know I'm already doing it. Kitten, I'll never understand why you're so fascinated by me shaving. Out of all the things I do that should catch your eye, sparring, strategizing, smirking at danger, you've decided that dragging a razor across my jaw is the main event. And the way you watch, it makes me play it up. Slow strokes, deliberate angles, the scrape of steel against skin. I tilt my head just enough to let you see the line of my throat, the curve of my jaw, knowing you're holding your breath like it's more suspenseful than any fight I've ever been in. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Me reduced to a barber's performance and you utterly captivated. But if the sound of the blade makes you lean closer, if the sight of lather disappearing makes you smile like that, then I'll keep at it. Every pass, every clean edge, every teasing pause, just for you. So go on, kitten. Keep watching. I'll keep shaving. And maybe, when I'm finished, I'll let you test just how smooth the result really is. I need to address a mystery that has been plaguing me. Your unwavering desire to watch scary movies, despite the fact that you absolutely cannot handle scary movies. You insist you're fine, and then 10 minutes in, you're clutching my arm like it's a life raft, hiding your face in my chest and asking me to just tell you when the scary part is over. Which, by the way, is impossible, because the entire movie is the scary part. I've been genuinely confused. Why put yourself through this? Why voluntarily watch something that makes you squeak like a startled kitten every time the music gets ominous? And then it hit me. Suddenly, obviously, you're not watching the movie. You're using the movie as an excuse to glue yourself to me like a terrified little barnacle. You could have just said you wanted to be close to me, but no. You chose psychological warfare via horror cinema. So next time you suggest a scary movie, I'll pretend to be confused again. I'll act surprised when you latch on to me. I'll sigh dramatically. But between us, I know exactly what you're doing, and I don't mind one bit. Kitten, remind me never to say the words "I'm bored" out loud in this household again. Apparently, that's considered an invitation, a challenge, a summoning ritual. The moment the words left my mouth, the entire house mobilized like I'd triggered some kind of emergency protocol. The kittens launched into a full acrobatic showcase. Flips, sprints, a coordinated attack on my shoelaces. Luke appeared with a deck of cards and said, "Pick one. Anyone." "No, not that one." Kieran tried to juggle apples. He cannot juggle apples. We are now down 2 apples and 1 dented pan. Even Mephisto got involved. He landed on my shoulder, cawed dramatically, and dropped a stolen hair tie into my hand like it was treasure. I think that was his version of entertainment, or a bribe. Hard to tell. And you just stood there, smiling like you'd orchestrated the entire circus, which, knowing you probably did. So yes, I'm exasperated and amused, and slightly afraid to ever express an emotion in this house again. But I'll admit this much. If boredom always results in that level of chaos, I might accidentally get bored more often. Kitten, I'm trying to be understanding about this whole out of contact while on a mission thing. Really, I am. But the house has entered a state of mild emotional collapse without you. There's been pacing. There's been dramatic sighing. There's been a suspicious amount of staring at the door, as if sheer willpower might make you walk through it. It's the kittens. They miss you. Loudly, constantly, and with the subtlety of a marching band. And yes, I'm pretending this message is on their behalf. It sounds far more dignified than admitting I'm checking my communicator every 10 minutes like a lovesick fool. Just be safe out there. Do what you do best. Finish what you started, and get back here soon. Because between us, and don't let this inflate your ego, I might miss you more than all of them combined. Kitten, you have a habit of looking at me like I'm harmless. It's almost cute. You tilt your head, smile that smile, and suddenly everyone forgets what I'm actually capable of. Even you. But then you do something. Some small, unintentional spark. And I feel that other part of me shift. The one that doesn't soften. The one that watches the room before I walk into it. The one that doesn't raise its voice because it doesn't need to. You brushed past me earlier, completely unaware, and for a moment I felt that edge sharpen. Not at you, never at you, but around you. Like the world needed reminding that you're not unguarded, not unclaimed, not unprotected. You bring out the calm in me, yes, but you also bring out the part that stands a little closer, speaks a little lower, and makes anyone with questionable intentions rethink their life choices. And the way you looked back at me, just for a second, tells me you felt it too. That flicker of awareness, that quiet understanding of exactly what I'd do for you. Don't worry, kitten. You're safe. Always. But the world, it should probably keep its distance. Kitten, you really shouldn't have brought up speed with that tone. You know exactly where my mind goes. There's something intoxicating about the whole subject. Fast has its appeal. That rush, that heat, that moment where everything blurs and you can barely catch your breath. There's a thrill in that, the kind that hits hard and leaves your pulse scrambling to keep up. But slow. Slow is a different kind of danger. That's the pace where I get to savor every reaction you try and fail to hide. Where I can draw things out just to watch you unravel one heartbeat at a time. Slow lets me enjoy the way you melt, the way you cling, the way you forget whatever clever thing you were about to say. And the best part, I don't have to choose. I can start slow, let the tension build, let you feel every second of it, and then shift into something faster the moment you whisper that you want more. You talk about speed like it's a simple concept. But with you, kitten, it's an art form. and I'm very, very good at adjusting the pace.